Hello everyone, my name is Winters and welcome back to this Let's Play series of Star Trek Online. So for this episode we're going to cover a couple of things. We are going to bring you up to date on the state of the game. There's a new release that is just after launching called Star Trek Online Awakening. And then we're going to do the brand new story mission, Beneath the Skin. This is it here. Now, Awakening brought a few changes to the game. First of all is that they introduced a new patrol system into the game, and you access it by going to the PvE window, accessed by this button here, where you normally access the TFOs. But if you look up here at the top, you can see there's a new tab and it's called Patrols. And basically the way it works is they've remastered and introduced some new patrols into the game. There's currently 5 Beta Quadrant patrols and there's 5 Delta Quadrant patrols. And the first time you play one of them, you get 1,000 dilithium ore. I know it says 500 there, but for the first patrol in a 20-hour period, you get 1,000. You get expertise, experience. You get a marks package with 30 marks in it, 15 for every patrol thereafter, and you also get triple skill points. This goes towards your starship mastery. Now, I recently basically I was earning some starship traits, and I had to do 5 patrols. And within 5 patrols, I had gone from level 0 mastery to level 5 mastery in just 5 patrols, because you get triple skill points whenever you do any of these patrols. And it is freaking awesome. So yeah, 1,000 dilithium more for your first patrol, 500 for everyone thereafter during a 20-hour period, expertise and experience points, a choice of marks, and triple skill points. This is a great addition to the game, and it makes earning starship traits a hell of a lot easier. You have no idea. Well, of course, I just told you, but yeah, take my word for it. It's a great addition to the game. Now, you can play any of these patrols either on your own or with a group, up to a max of 5 players in total. So it's kind of like TFOs, but single player stuff. Even though you can do it with multiple players, it just scales based off the amount of players that you have. But the point is that you can play content now on your own, and you can earn marks and dilithium for doing it if you don't want to do TFOs. Now, they are going to release a lot more patrols in the future. We recently done an interview with Al Rivera, who's the lead designer for Star Trek Online, and I'm just giving a rough ballpark estimate because I can't remember the exact numbers, but where it takes them like 9, maybe 12 weeks to make a single story mission, like from start to finish, a patrol they can do in about 2 weeks. There or thereabouts, roughly. They're rough ballpark numbers, but pretty accurate at the same time. So, yeah, they're going to be pumping out a lot of new patrols for us, and there'll be a huge choice that players can choose from. Yeah, we can hopefully... we will see a huge addition of that coming out in between seasons. I would suspect that they're going to release more stuff in between seasons, as well as, when a season comes, then a big chunk of stuff like 5 patrols, or 10 patrols, whatever. Right, so that's the new patrol system. Now, one of the other things that changed is how events are handled. So if you remember before, for seasonal events or events like the Crystalline Cataclysm event, the Mirror Universe event, the Battle at the Binary Stars event, Peril over Pavo event, the way it would work before is you'd open up your character sheet, you go to the Reputations tab, you click on the Events tab, and you select one of these slots here. And when you select one of the slots, then you would have an option here to select a project. And you would click on that and the project will get slotted into the appropriate slot. And depending on whether it was like the summer event, the winter event, crystalline cataclysm or whatever, it would require a certain amount of a particular type of currency. That's probably the best way I can describe it. So for the summer event, it will be summer 2019 vouchers or winter event 2019 vouchers or whatever. And for the crystalline cataclysm, it would be one of these things here, a featured TFO commendation. Okay, and for events like that, you would collect 14 of these things. You would then slot them into the project, or if it was the summer event or the winter event, you would build up 1,000 of whatever the currency is, and then you'd slot them into the project. That has gone out the freaking window. No longer working that way. Totally new system in place. So, rather than having to select a project and build up a currency and then put that project or that currency into the project, what they have done now is when you open up your mission journal here, there is a new tab called Events tab. And you can see we have an event going on at the moment now that is called the Mycelial Crisis. And then we have featured, which will be like the crystalline cataclysm, the mirror universe, and so on. And then we have seasonal. So summer event, winter event, anniversary, stuff like that. And what happens now is the current event is automatically slotted basically for you. You don't have to do anything, okay? And there is a bar running down along here. Now, we don't know exactly how other events are going to work just yet, but what I can do is I can explain how the Mycelial Event worked. So the Mycelial Event is around for 30 days, okay? And if you play the event for 20 of those days, you earn enough points or progress to earn this ship, which is an Alachi ship, okay? And the way they've done it is there are 3 different ways to earn progress. You can either play the new feature or the new story mission called Beneath the Skin, which we're going to do here in a little while. And every time you play that, you get 45 points worth of progress. And this bar here moves up to 45, okay? And let's say then you play one of the new mycelial operations or patrols, okay, and you can select the patrols here. This is just the mycelial patrols, whereas this is all patrols. All right, beta and delta quadrant. Beta then is just the mycelial ones, and delta is just the delta ones, or all. All right. And every time you play any of these patrols, you get 15 points worth of progress. And 45 and 15 is 60. And as you can see here, I have 15 of 60 points earned. 60 is the max you can earn in any one 20-hour period. Okay, so if you earn 70 points, you don't carry over anything to the next day. You just get to 60, that's it, it's cut off, remainder is gone in the wind. And when you would earn that 60 points, the bar here would fill up that little bit. And you know, if you the next day, then if you earn, let's say, another 15 and another 15, and then you do the TFO, then that adds up to another 60 points, and the bar would move up accordingly. And you do that for 20 days. And after the 20 days, then you can claim this ship. Now, once you claim the ship, you then unlock a daily bonus, which is free dilithium. Now, this is how this one worked. We don't know exactly how other events are going to work, but they're going to work pretty similar to the way this one worked. So, for example, we don't know how the summer event or winter event is going to work, because for those, you had to do one daily for 25 days, and then you would get the ship. We don't know if that's going to stay the same or if it's going to change. And for the anniversary, you would have to do a daily for 15 days, and then you get the ship. We don't know how it's going to work out from here on, if those numbers are changing or anything like that at all. But anyway, so you claim the ship, and then you unlock this daily bonus. And on day 1, you can do 60 points worth of progress. And once you complete that 60 points worth of progress, you then get 2,500 dilithium ore. 20 hours later, on the second day, you earn another 60 points worth of progress. And the second you earn the 60 points worth of progress, you get 5,000 dilithium ore. Okay? On the third day, or another 20 hours later, you earn another 60 points worth of progress, and you get 7,500 dilithium ore. And as you can see here now, I already have 15 points worth of progress done, and I have 45 remaining. And once I get that 45 points, I'm going to get 10,000 dilithium ore. So it goes up by 2,500 every single day, up to a max of 25,000 dilithium per day. Which brings us up to 30 days, which is the duration of the event. Right, next thing I want to point out. The 20-hour timer starts the second you finish your first piece of content. So, for example, I played one of these patrols earlier today. The second I finished that patrol, the 20-hour timer started. Okay? And I have 20 hours to finish off the remaining 45 points. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to play Beneath the Skin. We're going to get 45 points. And it'll finish this off. And we're going to get 10,000 dilithium ore on top of the dilithium we're going to get from that story mission. And I'll point that out to you guys later on when it is necessary, so that you can see what's actually happening. Now, it is completely up to you how you earn that 60 points worth of progress. You can play the story mission twice and earn 90 points. 30 of it is wasted, but you can do that if you want. Or you can do the story mission and one patrol, like what we're doing here. Well, I done one patrol and a story mission. Doesn't matter what order you do them in. Or you can do the story mission and the TFO. Or you can do 2 TFOs. Or you can do a TFO and 2 patrols. Or you can do 4 patrols. It is completely up to you how you earn the 60 points worth of progress. So yeah, completely your choice. Now, there is a new option, and unfortunately I can't show you because I've already completed the event. But from day 1, you actually have an option to buy out the event. So let's say you're going on holidays, or you're going touring some part of the world for the next month, okay? And you're not going to be able to log in. Well, if you wanted, you could buy out or take the buyout option and immediately get access to the ship with Zen. You use Zen for the buyout option. Now, I'm warning you here, it's pricey. On day 1 of your buyout, it's 6,000 Zen. Okay? 6,000 Zen. The more days you complete, then the lower the price becomes. So let's say you do 10 days worth of the event. Well, that's 50% of the event. So there's a 50% discount, and the buyout becomes 3,000 Zen. Or if you do 15 days worth of the event, but you can't get in for the final 5 days, then you have the option to buy out the remaining 5 days for 1,500 Zen. And it keeps on going down every single day with the more progress you make. It gets cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. Now, I know you're probably thinking that is ridiculous, and you're right, it is ridiculous. It's an exorbitant amount of Zen to buy out the ship. But, excuse me, like I said earlier, we done an interview with Al Rivera on Priority One podcast, and the way he described it was, they're not trying to encourage us as players to buy out the ship on day 1. They're actually trying to do the opposite. They're trying to discourage you from buying out the ship on day 1. They want you to play the content. They want cheeks and seats. That's what they want. So, what they done was they put a really high price on it, because if they had made it 3,000 Zen, well then they were as well off to put this ship in the Z store and just add it to the Z store for 3,000 Zen, because that's what a ship costs in the Z store. That's what they were as well to do. So instead, they have it here as an event, and you can earn it for 100% free. And the buyout option is just that. It is an option. And where it's really, really good is like what I said earlier. The person who can only get in for 15 days, or maybe 19 days, alright? And they can't get in for the final day, or the final, they log on every second day or something like that, and basically they add up to 19 days, but they're 1 day short. So they can't finish out the event. Well, then they can just throw a couple of hundred Zen at it and buy out the ship, and voila, they haven't missed out on anything at all. So featured TFOs from here on out and seasonal events are going to work this way. Now, if let's say you only get in for 15 days out of the 30 days that the event is around. And again, I'm referring specifically to the Mycelial Crisis, because we don't know how seasonal events are going to work yet in regards to the time investment that's required. So the Mycelial Event, you can only get in 15 days out of the 30 days that the event is available, okay? And you log in again on, let's say, the 35th day, alright? So the event is over for 5 days. You still haven't lost your opportunity to get this ship, alright? Because what happens is the event then moves into the second chance store, which is this new thing here. And you click on that, it'll become available once the event ends. You click on that and you will have the option to buy out the remaining days that you missed. So remember, we said 15 days. So, and if you give 1,500 Zen, you can buy out and get the ship in the second chance store, which is a totally new thing. That was never the case. The way it was before, if you didn't get in and you didn't have the project slotted, or you forgot to slot the project and you had enough tokens but you completely forgot to slot the project, tough, that was it. No second chances. You were done. That was it. It was never coming back again. Tough. Now you have a second chance to buy out the remainder with Zen, which I think is really, really great. And I know I said earlier that the 6,000 Zen was ridiculous, but after talking to Al, I completely understood their viewpoint, and I think that he's absolutely 100% right. If they were going to make it 3,000 Zen, then they were just as well to put it in here in the first place and just make it something that people can buy just straight out. What was the point in putting it in here in the first place anyway? So yeah, I completely understand that. Now, if you do buy out on day one, alright, straight away you will have the option to start earning dilithium, alright? And remember, it starts off at 2,500, second day it goes to 5,000, and each day it goes up by 2,500, and each day you're getting this dilithium. It's not building up and then at the end of it you get a chunk of dilithium. You get it as it's going up, okay? And for the 30 days, it comes to a little over 600,000 dilithium that you can earn if you buy out on day one. Now, it is not cost effective to do that, because 6,000 Zen is like over 3 million dilithium with the current dilithium to Zen exchange prices. But there are people out there who will do that. They will. There's always somebody. Now, if you play every single day, alright, so you play the first 20 days, you get the ship, then you earn another 60 points and you get the 2,500 Zen, and you have 10 days left of the event. You can earn a little over 100,000 dilithium more on top of having earned the ship. So that's a nice little bonus as well. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how featured TFOs are going to work. If they're going to still require 14 days and the event be around for 21 days. It's going to be interesting to see how seasonal events work, if it's going to remain the 25 days, or if they're going to be brought down to, like this one was, to 20 days. It'll be interesting to see. Yes, this is the new event system that is in Star Trek Online. Like I said, we don't know how seasonal events are going to work. We don't know if there's going to be multiple choices of content that you can do in order to earn progress, or if it's going to remain the same. You know, like in the summer event, you do the Flying High mission, which is basically throw on a floater, fly around the map for all of a minute and 30 seconds, and voila, you're done. We don't know if that's going to remain the same or not. Time will tell. Now, everything then that you earn through events goes into the Reclaim rewards, and you can see here it's broken down to different categories. We have ships, and here's all the ships that were ever given away in events, because I'm quite lucky enough to have been around for all of them, and I have them all. You have space equipment. This is all the space equipment that was given out for different things. You have ground equipment, again, stuff that was given out, and you have MISC, and there's currently nothing there for that. So that's how you claim the items. There is no more opening up your character sheet, reputations, events. Currently you can get into the store, but this is going away. This is going away. It is no longer... At some point in the future, it's going to disappear. So yeah, we don't know all the details about that yet, but at some point it is going to go away. Now, those of you that have these TFO, featured TFO commendations, do not get rid of them. Okay? We asked in that interview that I was talking about earlier, and we're going to get something for these featured TFO commendations. So do not get rid of them. Hang on to them. We don't have the details on that yet, but like I said, we did ask, and we're going to get something for them. So just keep them in your bank, keep them nice and safe. I know myself, on my main character, I've got over 30 of them, and I've got a bunch of characters like this one that have one or more featured TFO commendations. So hang on to the tokens. We're going to get something for them, okay? So yeah, this is how events, all events are going to work from here on out. There's no more slotting project. It becomes active itself in the new event UI. Progress is automatically tracked. There is no more building up a currency and then putting that currency in. Progress is automatically tracked and added up for you, and the second you earn enough progress, you get whatever the thing is. In this case, it was a ship and then the lithium. Right, okay, that's pretty much everything. Let me just check here. Awakening. New episode, Task Force Operation, new patrols, Mycelial Crisis Event Patrol System. Yeah, that's all the stuff that came out for Star Trek Online Awakening. Right, well, we are now going to jump into the story mission, the new story mission, Beneath the Skin. So I'm going to open up the episode's journal here, and we're going to go down to the bottom, and we're going to get our mission brief. So let's get our mission brief.
This is the LSS Riskava calling anyone. Wait
a minute. I already have that active. Here, I need to drop this for a second, because I want you guys to be able to hear the voiceover. Alright, let's get our mission brief.
This is Captain Kumarke of the LSS Riskava. My research group is under attack in the Andoria system. We believe the attackers are allied with House Mokai in service to Matriarch Ja'ula. Their flagship is using some kind of super weapon. We've lost 3 ships to it already. To all vessels within range, please. We require immediate assistance. We can't last much longer against...
Okay, so we have to go to Andoria in the Beta Quadrant and repel Ja'ula's assault on the system. Rewards are pretty standard, but there are a few things to note. One is this 45 appointment progress. That is this 45 points here that will be added to the 15 points I've already got. If you're playing this story mission after the mycelial event has ended, then this will not be there for you, so keep that in mind. We get 720 dilithium. We have only the option of picking up a personal shield, and we also pick up a faction appropriate Elachi bridge officer who is epic quality. This is a very nice little item, let me tell you. It's not often we get epic quality bridge officers, so this is a nice addition. Anyway, yeah, we will accept that, and because now we can transwarp directly to a mission start point without it costing us anything, I just click on the button there, like so, and it will beam us directly to the mission start point. Here we are, beneath the skin. Let's jump in and get started.
Oh, thank you for coming, my friend. Things were looking quite grim before your arrival. The Mokai, indeed.
Okay, let's... Yeah, it looks like we're heading in the right direction. Get a little bit closer. Group them all together, and we'll try and start changing
Thanks for the assist.
So,
our engines are damaged,
we'll
but
move on
we'll join as soon as we
I
can.
love this build.
Don't worry about us. The fleet needs your help more than we do.
That new Mokai weapon is tearing our ships apart.
Fire the weapon!
It has created a massive spatial rift. Not sure how, but it has. The flagship is launching probes into the rift.
They're going to warp out here now in a
We
second.
have done what we can.
Should
Now,
be dead.
leave the system. Smash them at work.
We've driven up. My reading. Good.
Alright, now we're going to beam aboard one of the ships.
Welcome up. Some. We're working on that. Okay. Okay, merging your data with the core holomatrix. Now, computer, initiate program Papa Sierra 1.
Starfleet. I should have known. There's no way in hell I'm letting you weaponize my work. Also, I don't appreciate being kidnapped, drafted, whatever this is.
Damn it. The simulation isn't accessing data from his Starfleet career. Computer, initiate full security override on my authority.
Hello? Is your universal translator working? Anyone? Who's in charge here? You? It's you, isn't it?
That should do it. Computer, reinitialize program.
Please state the nature of the mycelial emergency. You know, give me a sec. It's the discovery. All right, any more? I need more bad. All right, any more? Nice touch.
So, for this section, we have to go between two different consoles, and we have to either go plus or minus to move the bar here over and back. Right, so let's try... Oh no, I think, yeah, that's the wrong one. I need minus, not plus. Right, we'll go back again. Alright, and let's have a look at this one. What way are we going? Alright, we'll go minus again. And we'll go back over to this one. Minus.
The simulation is picking up speed.
All right,
Stay
plus
sharp.
20. Plus more 20.
Spore saturation is getting low. Turn it. The simulation failed. Let's try again when you're ready.
I can't believe I failed it. That is the first time that that has happened. So yeah, you just have to go plus or minus to keep it in the blue section. That's all you have to do.
The simulation is picking up speed. Stay sharp.
And it is totally random whether or not you have to go plus or minus as well. Yeah. Sometimes you have to go plus on both of them, sometimes you have to go minus on both of them, sometimes you have to go plus and minus.
All right, we're good here. Sorry.
Okay.
Sounds like...
So, yes, as you heard there, if you are familiar with Star Trek Discovery, that is Anthony Rapp reprising his role
Transporter's ready and
as
standing by to beam you
Lieutenant
into the
Commander Paul Stamets. We had to build a
Good luck in
holographic
there.
version of him.
We'll be monitoring from here. Energize.
And here we are now in the Mycelial Network, or Mycelial Realm. The environment team for Star Trek Online, they're absolutely fantastic. They do amazing work. They're so good. Nick Duguid is
Welcome to the Mycelial Network.
a genius. He really, really is. They've done a fantastic job at recreating this.
All right. Good. Whatever's happening with
Okay.
that Mokai tech hasn't spread here. Not yet. Take some samples from healthy spore clusters. We'll need them for comparison studies later. You really can't appreciate this place until you see it for yourself. This is serious. If the network is damaged beyond repair, it could end all life, everywhere. Hold your fire. I'm pretty sure she comes in peace.
Outside.
So this is a local, a creature or a person or entity that lives in the mycelial realm, has taken on the persona of Commander Landry's partner. Yeah, we'll call her that because I don't think they were married. Now,
Interesting.
I would have thought if they got the girl, so you'll have to be familiar with
Interesting. Even
Star
baby
Trek Discovery
tardigrades are extremely tough.
to understand what I'm referring to. But there was a parasite or entity that invaded
The tardigrades are
Tilly,
of the realm. They live in harmony within the forest.
and she took on the likeness of a girl that
The
Tilly
fluid
knew
sentence-
in her youth, and she was driving Tilly nuts. She was a great little character, but I would have thought it would have been brilliant if they got her to be in the game. That would have been fantastic. Where did that little bugger go? There he is.
These readings could...
Alright, now we're moving on to the next island. Isn't this very Stargate SG-1? I think it's fantastic. I remember looking at it, I was like, oh, this is cool!
Look, see that? Curious... Incoming!
Let's...
Something's wrong with the Alachi. They have a sickness.
There's these guys. Okay, moving on.
Those Alachi... You see?
Let's see, there's something I missed back here. What was it? Ah, yes, here we go. There we go.
Lots of yield tree growth here. That's not a good thing. The corruption is getting stronger. This fungi is being mutated by Hargpeng radiation. Not good. Looks like this, unfortunately.
We must go deeper into the... The device is...
Alright.
Something's wrong.
The living... Yes, the mem...
I need to... Let's drop out some mines. Get a quantum mortar out. Excuse me. Alright, now we'll go over here. We're going to collect a sample.
The mycelial... The water...
Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate.
Right, there's that one. Can I get a second one? Maybe?
You will
Yay.
need to collect more of the fluid.
Okay, let's collect more of the fluid. Let my bridge officers work on the
Quickly,
Alachi.
go collect the spores before they dissipate.
And this should be enough now.
You have the spore.
Alright. Back to the pool. That's it.
Spores. They are the building blocks of energy across the universe. Look how it interacts with the spores. It's as if I don't know where to go.
You only do it for me, but I could be your I do love it when you only do things for me. The thread that weaves life through space.
I so hoped you would find your way.
I can't even find my way out. Follow the music, Paul. I'm not going anywhere. Open your eyes.
Hugh? Okay. I know what I need to do here. Phew. I'm gonna... Okay.
We are...
Patel,
We were made.
you're...
Okay, I think we're moving on to the next island.
The sickness. There are...
Alrighty.
Enemy targets on center.
There are the... There.
This could be... I'm thinking...
We'll drop out some more mines. Drop out quantum mortar. And a beam turret. And now we go and lower Mr. Tardigrade. He will work on this, and then we can work on the Alachi. Let's get some more mines out.
Enemy targets on center.
The tardigrade's done. Disable that probe.
Alright, we'll entice the tardigrade. We'll get him working on the next one before we clear the first one. So he's working on that. Now we'll go back over here and we'll deactivate this probe. See, this has been smart. Get things done quicker.
Good work. Now lure the tardigrade to another probe. We're ready for you to disable that probe.
Alright, we'll do the same thing again. We'll entice the tardigrade. And we'll leave him over here. And we can work on that. And we'll deactivate this probe.
Nice! Only one more to go.
See, he's nearly finished now.
We're ready for you to disable that probe.
There we go. See a bit of loot over here. I'm going to pick that up first. Okay. Now we wait to come out of red alert.
Nope. I'm gonna say that's not a good sign.
Dude, you must... It is...
And now we return to our ship.
We're receiving your data now.
Those Alachi ships, they're using spore drivers. The Alachi drives make mine look basic. Kind of keep them now.
The Hoffman is in position. Initiating scans.
The Rescava is in position. We're ready to close the rift.
Hoffman. We've completed our scans. Standing by to close the rift.
This is the Rescava. We finished our computations and our...
Heads up! I'm reading a huge spike in the rift. Something big is coming through.
All Alliance forces. The Enterprise is here to help.
Okay, close the rift. Now.
Sweet. They're able to take care of that with relative ease.
Wow, that... About pretty sure you did that.
And mission complete. There we go, all done. Alright, let's report in, get debriefed, and pick up our reward.
What an extraordinary series of events. The Mycelial network will be of great interest to the Lucari, I can assure you. Our own astromycologists will want to study it as soon as possible. I do hope the Alliance is able to put a swift end to Jaula's campaign. The thought of her using spores as part of a weapon, it's unsettling. If she's able to perfect that technology, no one will be safe from her wrath. Finally, please send my regards to Commander Stamets. It was such a pleasure to work with him, and I do wish him the best as he explores the galaxy in our time.
Alright, so we only have the option of picking up the shield, so there's no other option we have. I'm going to open up my inventory, I'm going to go to assets, and we're going to look here. I have a little under 12,500 dilithium. I'm going to open up journal, go to events, and you will see the second that I hit collect reward, down here it'll say 10,720, and this will go up to 23,000 and something. So here we go, collect reward, 10,720, 23,196, and we'll get this guy to join our crew. Here we go, and you can see our progress is complete. And note the time on the timer, 16 hours 37 minutes. So 3 hours and 23 minutes ago, I done my first patrol, and the second I finished that, that's when the 20-hour timer starts. So keep that in mind. And you can see here tomorrow now, I'm going to get 12,500 dilithium, and the day after that I'll get 15,000 dilithium, and it keeps going up by 2,500 every single day until the final day of the event. Right, we are going to leave it there for now. Thanks a million for watching, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I appreciate all of your support so much, you have no idea. My name is Winters, and I'll see you next time. So until then, take care.